now?
We're live. That's
Not
right.
now.
We're gonna go. There you go. It's all good, DL. Yeah, we're waiting on some of the other people to show up, which is fine. It's just another lovely Wednesday. Um, Figured what the hell we've got Walton with us, and I am very
Whoa.
happy to have him with us. Been around with Steven here. We call him Wee Man Walt on Etep's account just because he could beat the shit out of Etep as little wee man. You know, we all have fun with the
Yeah.
ribbon and the fun and the loving and the having lots of fun. And so, you know, it's a good fit for those that can make it on Wednesday. So yeah. And then of course we've got DL. So yeah, here we are, people.
I like your thumbnail.
I thought you would. You know, I just figured, I'm coming off of already being suspended a week. What the hell? Let's push it just a little bit.
Just a little more.
It's good to be here, man. I love seeing channels rise. I love seeing channels being made, voices being heard, spoken. It's good. I'm glad you're doing this, Adam. You're an inspiration to somebody, and it's going to keep the ball rolling. I love this community.
Yeah, well, and again, thank you for taking the time to join it. Like I told you, man, always an open invite. We don't have very many rules as usual. It's just let's not piss off Mama Susan and get our channels new. But you know, sometimes
that's hard to do.
Yeah,
it's hard to have an open mind and free thought and use free speech.
Yeah, we're used to free speech. That's the problem because for us, DL's our elder. You know, on the Friday streams. Out of the guys, he's our Yoda, if you will. So it's fun because we've got the generations that are mixed in between, you know, so it's all covered, and as we have a lot of fun there as well. And speaking of generations, there we go. Mr. Peabody's here, and he's a nipple.
Mr. Peabody.
And I'm a nipple. I don't understand. Yeah,
you're a big titty.
For shame.
I don't know what happened there, but it's like usually it shows up with the puppy picture, but it's like now I'm a nipple. Yeah.
Well, I prefer nipples.
Yes, I know you prefer nipples.
Most people do. I mean, you know, normally.
Hey, it was my first meal. I think it was everybody's first meal.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I've never gotten over it either.
But it's like I was talking to Adam before, and I was saying I posted a video on YouTube, and everybody was asking me if I'm okay, and so I watched the video back and thought, and me and Adam were both puzzling. Was why did they think something was wrong with me when I posted that video? All it was one of my songs played with. It showed the sheet music and and I was singing to it. So it's like, but everybody said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I thought I couldn't work it out. Why?
I'm still confused. I was like, teach the American because like you love music and you're discussing something you love. I don't understand, and So I was glad it wasn't just me.
Yeah. But as I said, it's like before it came on, I actually watched it again to see what the problem was, and there is no problem. It's just me singing the song to the sheet music that I wrote, and everybody, I don't know, they processed that the wrong way. I don't know why.
I am so sorry to jump on. Give me 2 minutes. I have to deal with a teenager.
Hey, man, don't worry.
You're right back.
Beat some ass.
Yeah. Go whoop his ass, Walt. But no, yeah, man, all good. Well, yeah, and again, you got to, you know, we went. He got to go on my cardio walk after the workout because I did before we went live. I went and did a workout.
Yeah, it was a great walk around his block and beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And we were commenting on, you know, the new parking area and the access to the parking area, which is off a side road.
So Adam did a walkabout, huh?
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because if I leave, I can be at 7-Eleven real quick. I can just walk up the road and be there. But what I used to do is I'd walk the long way, you know, which ended up when I came back the same way, it was basically, you know, like a mile and a half. And I do that twice a day. So that's how I got my 3 miles of in, you know.
But yeah,
And
but the funny,
being in
the
the
funny,
county, dude, I don't have to worry about as much traffic and whatnot. And then if I go up and down, because there's only about 4 streets in between where I am to there. But, you know, every time you're doing the laps, it's just more and more. That's back when I first started working out. That was what I did all the time. Because I quit smoking and I started working out. And every time I wanted a cigarette, I'd walk to 7-Eleven and go get like a tea or something. And then I'd walk back home.
But Deranged, the funny thing was like he took me on this walk months ago, a
Yes.
long time back, and he walked down and he said, look at all the work they're doing in this area, and a truck pulled up, and because he was on the phone, the truck thought he was a supervisor, and he was apologizing to Adam for hitting the mailbox.
Mind you, I'm in a Superman cutoff tee, right? Like I'm just, you know, it's summertime. I'm in gym shorts, you know, I'm in workout clothes because it's nice out. And if I'm gonna go run, and I'm going in that stuff, not my human clothes. So yeah no, dude. And yeah, they did. The dude's coming up to, and he's like, "Oh, are you in charge?" I'm like, "No, I'm talking to an Aussie, dude. Like, I'm just showing him the big like that's it. That's all we're doing, you know."
And he apologized for hitting the mailbox.
Yeah, he did. And it wasn't my. He's like, "Was it your mailbox?" I go, "Well, did you? My house is all the way down there." And I said, "Did you knock out mine?" And he's like, "No." I go, "Well, it wasn't mine."
So don't worry about it. Then if it ain't mine, I don't care.
And I thought it was Alex's, so I was like, "Oh, okay." Because I did meet those neighbors, you know,
straight away because he was on the phone. They thought he was in charge, so the truck pulled up to him.
They did.
We're sorry.
I was about to say, "Hey, can we get in and can you give him a ride?" Like, I'll sit here. He'll think that he's actually fucking driving because I'll be on the right side for him. You know, but that was it. You know. But they're building a Family Dollar and shit down on the corner, and I'm not happy about it because they built some other shit over there, and we went to court and said, "We don't want you putting entrances or exits on Stryker, man. Like, that's a residential road. Stay on the main road on 6. Like, that's where your shit's supposed to be." What these wankers do? Put it right on Stryker. I'm like, "Oh, great." And as I'm walking with Mr. Peabody and I'm showing him, here are these 2 little girls on scooters scooting up, you know, and I go, and now I got to worry about one of these guys getting ran over because of some dumbass that's going to be, "Oh, I missed this or missed that," you know, because this is a very residential area that I live in. I know it's county, but we're still residential.
So they're building commercial in towards your neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, big time. So and I was not happy about that.
First time somebody gets ran over or something, that's when you all get out there with the press and say, "We told them this was going to happen." Did they listen to us? No, they did not. They did it despite what we were saying.
And I said to Adam, I said, you know, the first thing they're going to put up is a huge fucking sign saying it's this way.
Family Dollar this way. Luckily, that's nowhere near me, you know, because I'm all the way back here and it's way up on the. But it's the fact of who the fuck was a Family Dollar right down the road, you know, because it's just an L. So it's like, man, no. We just got the trailer park away from us. They closed that so they can't just constantly go in and out of there because people that lived in the trailer park would do that. And, you know, well, I'm a nice guy, you know, and brutal. You guys know me a bit, but these other guys really know me. I'm out there with a 45 on my hip all the time. So I'm like,
damn, Adam.
Not people in their cars.
Like, I'm like a cowboy out there.
You will slow down or I will hit you, man.
There be rogues here. What's up, Brutal?
You know,
I'm just gonna scoot along, and well, now you know why with the 45 on his hip, and he says like this, and now you know why he's got a long little doggy.
That's right. They bury they can bury the bodies allegedly real easy. No, you know, wiener dogs do love to dig though.
That's why cowboys love them kind of dogs. They like that long little doggy, you know.
And his dogs have been practicing on his remote control.
That's right.
Yep. Well, you know, when you're living in the wild west as we are, I mean, you know, it is the wild west, my friend.
No shit, look at that.
You know, it is.
Where's your cowboy hat?
There you go.
Nah, we're not allowed to have those because we're Australian.
I can. I can conceal it or I can wear it on my hip. It doesn't matter in Missouri. Yeah.
I'm legally not allowed to have a firearm, so I legally don't.
Exactly.
And that's all I'm legally saying about that.
Just out yourself, Brutal. What have you been up to? That's great.
Being brutal.
Nothing good. Nothing good. You live and you learn, you know.
It's like I showed Adam a picture of a car before, and I said that's illegal in Western Australia because it's like you are not allowed to have your engine protruding from your bonnet of the car.
Yep. Because the S10 I had, I wanted it. You know, I was talking with him about maybe if I ever were to rise it because I had a 350 in it, and he's like, "Oh, we couldn't do that in Australia. That'd be illegal." I'm like, "Well, shit, they'd hate my truck in Australia." He's like, "The back end would get in trouble in Australia because the back intruded out."
If you got different size tires, but the fact is, they allow some of it in the eastern states, depending on what state you're in. But Western Australia, no, you can't do it. And you know, and as I said to Adam before, it's like it won't be long before they ban Nerf guns.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
why is it so different in West Australia?
Well, we just roll a bit different here. I mean, it's a great place to live, but it's like they do have quite a bit of restrictions. Yeah.
I want to come to Australia one day. That's one of the places in the world I definitely want to visit. I want to go to Britain.
Well, Western Australia is one of the most beautiful places, but we do have a lot of restrictions. Yeah.
I mean, it's just I think it's like an ancient landscape, right? It was a part of Australia's the last continent or piece of a continent that was a part of the Antarctic before it broke off. I mean, like I like a lot of like ancient history and stuff like that. And
you'd probably like Creepy Little Book then.
Oh, I know Pete. Yeah, he's good people. I was watching his channel when he was less than 5,000, you know, and now he's climbing over 30,000. I'm happy for him. He deserves it too. That dude's been putting work into his channel.
I'll tell you what, he's been, climbing that, getting that past 30, for a long time. I mean, a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing to me. I'm glad to see it. I've gotten a stream of it here and there a couple times in the last 6 months, but not too much. I wish him all the luck in the world. I love Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where DL and I met years ago. Yeah. Dude, it's like for me, it goes back to the DJD show and Fedorable the Horrible.
Oh my god!
And Bonnie and stuff. Like we'd be there, and like so, we all found each other, and we're doing the exact same thing now here years later with all the Etep and Tony and everybody just spreading as we have done. But yeah, that's how we all got to one way or another. It was all through YouTube. It was either WCBS, World Class Bullshitters, or Owen's Movie Blog. Those were like the main two places for me to meet a lot of people.
Both of which are in my book.
So
Adam's just been spreading his seed all over the place.
Just all over. Just carelessly.
What you do, man. But I mean, it's bad enough. Like I couldn't even remember the show that I did on a Friday night. Like I was talking with Chef Carolyn, and I was like, the show we met on, I'm like, for the life of me, I cannot remember it. It took her a minute too, and then we figured it out. We were sitting there laughing about it. But again, like we bonded over the last Star Wars movie because she had Disney Plus and was going to do a watch party, and like a lot of people said they were going to show up, and nobody did. I did. I was there, and I was like, well, hey man, if you want me to come on with you, I will. And like we bonded over that horrible movie and gave the best commentation.
You're talking about the Rise of Palpatine?
Yes, the rise of Palpatine.
And not
Disney
only that,
should pay us for our commentary. I'm just saying.
No kidding.
But not only that, but you guys know that he got adopted. He's an Australian now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, when at one point my name was Double A when I was on the men's room. It was because I was, American Australian. Because of the love of wrestling, I was like, all right, I'll roll with it. But yeah, we had, Mr. Peabody's mom adopted me. I was supposed to be there for his 50th birthday. That's the only reason I have a passport. And then,
and then
2020 happened, and
man, the grassroots movement that we were all part of, that means something, man. I know. I came on here, dude. I saw Deranged Lunatic. I know him. Never talked to him, but I know him.
You've seen the name.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, like, you know each other.
You've seen the name, live the life.
Yeah, man.
Now you've met the man. So, I mean, and that's the thing, though. So many of us, and that's why I think it's so funny, because a lot of us are real close in ages. No matter what, everybody on this panel, we're all close in age. So it's like that's what makes this so fun.
40-year-old white dudes living in our mother's basement because we're racist and sexist and afraid of women.
Hey, you got a basement?
For the record, I live in my baby brother's basement. All right, I don't live in my mom's basement.
It's still a basement, brutal. All right, don't defy the narrative, dude.
I defy the narrative.
You're living it high on the hog if you got a basement.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I'm in my underground bunker.
Young's got a basement.
Yeah, well, we don't have basements in Australia because otherwise the Chinese get in.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Peabody, I've said many times, if we go to colonize another planet, I want that first colony to be Australians because they deal with some crazy animals in the outback and all that's going on over there.
No kidding.
By the time the rest of us got there, y'all be riding dinosaurs and shit. So we're sending you.
But once again, it's like they play it up a bit, but the fact is, it's not as bad as you think it is. It's like we don't walk outside and have fucking crazy animals trying to draw attack.
It's not like 20 feet pythons wrapped around your house.
Leave the mystique out, it's biting your foot.
Wrestling a wolf spider or something like that.
Well,
you got to tame it and ride it to your mailbox. The giant spider.
But I suppose on the other hand, it's stuff we're used to. So it's like it's just normal to us. It's like so, when you get accustomed to something, it's like whatever. Bro. But do I see snakes? Yes. Do I see other stuff? Yes. Kangaroos, do they bother me? Not so much.
Mr. Peabody, I'm still
getting about a koala,
brother. I'm from the Northeast. All right, we have squirrels and birds and pigeons. They don't count because pigeons are assholes. And maybe you see a raccoon here and there. Like that's where I'm from, like Philadelphia area, Northeast America. And
I love raccoons.
I'm seeing shit that's going to kill them, that could eat me. Things that could possibly look at me and say, "Yo, that looks tasty."
That's a tasty treat right there.
Yeah.
Nah, man. It's all right, man. You can come to Australia. Just walk tall. Stay proud.
Oh, absolutely. As tall as I can.
Walk like the end of the place. I do got a bear that eats my garbage can, but that's about it.
Eats the garbage can.
I don't even have that.
He doesn't worry about the garbage. He eats the can.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of good flavors and stuff in there. It's been
just marinated on time.
Shoves the garbage to the side. He don't want that. He wants the stuff at the bottom.
The garbage has been rotting in this can all week, but the can has absorbed the flavors. So I'm not going to bother with the garbage. I'm going to go straight for the can.
Fun fact: they will eat baby diapers. Fun fact.
Hell, Janet.
Yeah.
Wait, that's gross. What?
That's a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it is. I was like, I thought it was like, they bite it and they're like, oh, this is a burrito. Oh no, not a burrito. Not a burrito.
You got to think about it. It's baby diapers. It'd be like the soft serve.
Yeah, no shit.
The shit's getting deep.
It's like a little chocolate donut,
Us old cunts are terrible.
I don't even know where to go from there. That's nasty.
Yeah.
Does your bear shit in the yard, or does it take it someplace else? Because I imagine that's
no. But I got a picture of him about 4 feet from my front door. So it's problematic. You want to talk about problematic? That's
the bear shits back into the diaper and puts it back in the trash can.
Yeah.
Listen, you need to send Adam out there. He's got a gun on his hip every day. He's going to handle that bear.
Yeah. Even with that 45, that's bear. Fuck off, bear.
Well, if I saw a bear out there, I'd go out and poke it in the ribs and say, "Fuck off."
That's right. You're right. Mr. Peabody would come back to camp riding the bear. All right.
Yeah.
Everything.
Hell yeah. Take them. That's why we switched. That's why we switched off to the barrels. We put all the stuff in the barrels. We don't use the garbage can no more. Top barrel, seal it.
Well,
they don't mess with it.
Well, there's not much left of the trash can. He ate it.
Yeah. We phased that out, and we just use the top barrels now. Seal them. Yeah.
Nice.
Just like that.
Oh Lord.
He's knocking on the door. Hey, y'all got a can opener? I need to open this.
I ain't messing with Bear.
Yeah, worst that could happen is he rolls it down the street back to his place, like that's take it.
Hires the beaver to start chipping away at it.
It's like, the bear comes knocking at the door saying, I can't open this fucking shit. Can you come out and help me? Give me a hand,
I need a thumb.
Damn raccoon won't help.
Yeah.
I just don't have an opposable finger.
Yeah.
And that's
They don't mess with it no more. We put it in the barrels now. They don't mess with it no more. So it's
So
like,
if you need that damn raccoon, he might
the
help.
raccoon does. The raccoon has an opposable thumb.
yeah. That and the chipmunks. We get chipmunks around here. That's about it. That's
Alvin.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a chipmunk. What are they like? They come after you or they leave you alone?
They all got they're tiny little like a squirrel, and it's like most of them got a little red hiney. I call them Spanky. Say, look, there goes Spanky. It's got a little red hiney.
It's like is that like baboon butts?
Well, there's the thing. We got the two dogs in the backyard, like you said. Now, Adam, back me up on this one. We got two dogs in the backyard, pit bulls, right? Bear eats the garbage can, not a peep. Squirrel crosses the yard, high alert.
Yeah. Crosses the yard? What do you mean crosses the yard? All of a sudden peers around the tree.
Right. 3 hairs of a squirrel, it's high alert. Bear eats the garbage can, not a peep. Didn't sleep on the couch.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Two guys wearing ski masks, not a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys in ski masks come in the house. Mandan comes in the door. Roar, 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 roar. That's what.
It's
that's where
not
I'm
just
at.
you. Yeah, miners. I've had him go ape shit over a squirrel or sit there and like run around the tree and the squirrel's looking at him like, no, not coming down.
Leaf Bros across the window. They almost jump out the window. But Bear eats the garbage can. Not a peep. Sleeping.
And Adam's dogs go nuts when they hear an ambulance 5 blocks away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
This is true.
And when Trista comes home, they go absolutely apeshit.
No kidding. I like that old video of her when she comes home and there's like 20 of them greeting her at the back door.
No, she can't even get through the door with all the dogs there.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like,
like,
hi,
it's
how
like,
you doing?
We're happy to see you, Ma, but you can't come in.
Where's our treats? Where's our treats?
Yep. All about themselves.
Oh, always. Always. Oh, most definitely.
It's like, she tries to step in the door and they're all right at her feet. It's like she can't step in the
Yep. Oh yeah.
I'm smoking. I'm going off camera.
You're fine, man. You can smoke on if you want. It doesn't matter. We don't judge here. It's all good.
I just came in from the smokehouse.
No, it wasn't that type of smoking.
Oh.
Hey, but we don't judge. Adam said that we don't judge.
No, we don't.
Well,
Mr. Peabody will judge you because if it's not a menthol, he'll probably call you a cunt. But other than that,
I mean, Etep be popping gummies every damn night. Go pass them over. What are you telling,
Mr.? They call me nobody on his old avatar. It has the Marlboro Man, and if you ever saw the full size avatar, it's like if you're not smoking Marlboros, then you're sucking the dick.
Damn, that's a strong statement, sir.
Yeah. You're not mincing words with that one, are you?
No, not one bit.
Let you know.
Oh, sorry, guys. Forgot to mute my phone.
It happens.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I got Daddy's little drug mule bringing me the roach collection every now and then. So. That's a story for another day.
Oh yeah.
It's a story for another day.
I had a squirrel go wreck in my apartment once. I'll tell that story. So I was feeding this squirrel. There was 2 squirrels hanging out my apartment. I had sliding glass doors, and I would go out there and I would feed them. I named them Elvis and Jeeves. And yeah, you know, I'd go out there, give them nuts, feed them, give them a spoonful of peanut butter, stuff like that. Started getting real comfortable with it until one day, door was open and one of them decided just to come on in. And I had never been so scared as a grown man in my life over something so small. I don't know what happened. I freaked out. It ran behind the entertainment center, tried to get it, ran into the bathroom, jumped 3 times around the bathroom, then jumped in the bedroom over my son's mother, and then back. And I'm in there like, you guys ever see The Great Outdoors? I'm in there like John Candy and Dan Aykroyd, trying to catch this squirrel, freaking out over a squirrel. Thank God it left.
The squirrel's like came in to help itself to that peanut butter. So
well, when it left, did it leave a note and say, "I'll be back later" or something?
No, next time I'll give you a heart attack, you bitch.
Yeah, and if you want to join, there's the link, so you can jump in here if you want to hang out with a bunch of guys. You're more than welcome to come on, hon.
But really,
did you grab the lamp like it's loaded?
You freaked out over a squirrel.
Hey, absolutely, man. I'm from the Northeast. We don't deal with anything but dogs. Like it would be weird because if a dog was aggressive at me, I would have known what to do, or I would have run, or I wouldn't have been as frightened. But I don't know. It was my first time bonding with a small creature.
A woodland creature.
It's my first time bonding with a small marsupial.
Yes. And I felt like a male Snow White. You know, I'm getting in tune with nature, and I wanted to, just have eventually singing with me and shit. You know,
they're coming out with a sequel
but you had no problem going outside and feeding them. But as soon as one of them come inside,
I feed them from a distance, Mr. Peabody. I would leave it over by the tree.
Think about it. He's not even talking about squirrels the size of the ones that I've got, because we had ones that were bigger than our damn mini wiener dogs. Like, no joke.
I'm talking about bitch ass little gray squirrels. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm talking about big ass. They were brown and black squirrels.
I was in Delaware. So huge.
Yeah. You would shit yourself. You know, be really? Like, I would be with you if it was. You're talking about the little gray nasty bastards. Yeah.
It was like them calico squirrels. Yeah. They're like,
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't have a problem with that at all.
I understand that you're from Australia. All right, you down there taming crocs and shit. I'm talking about.
Peabody, we were talking about Jedi earlier. Walt could be the guy living in the woods because he would just be like, "Oh my fucking god, what is that?"
I would live in there hiding in a little with a fence around my cabin, an electrified fence, and I'm good.
A glass house over the cabin, like that's it.
With me, it would be like, "Oh look, another living creature."
We have a place in Missouri. Missouri.
It's like. That's because our population in Australia is not all that great. It's like, oh look, another living creature. Something. Hello, how are you going? It's like I communicate with my fucking ducks. I've got ducks that land in my pool, and I communicate with them. It's to me
beautiful. That's beautiful, dude. For me, nah, ducks would freak me out. Look, the only kind of animals that I want around me are ones that can be considered safety pets. All right, that you can walk into stores with. That's it. Anything other than that, I don't got much experience with.
Yeah. We have a place in Missouri that has albino squirrels, and just one place in Missouri. I mean, it's like this one county, and then everyone's like, "What the hell?" And so a friend of mine, he grabbed caught a couple of squirrels and he painted them yellow and turned them loose to see what they
That's great.
Honey, we don't have a topic.
I've seen one or two of those before.
What would be better if you actually captured some squirrels and painted them rainbow colors and said, "Look, they're inclusive. They're inclusive."
Yeah,
but you have to paint pronouns on their back too and send them out into a protest.
Right.
The creepiest was the all black squirrel with red eyes and an all brown tail. That shit scared. I was like,
yeah.
Holy shit, that was. I mean, they're
imagine they had stripes like a skunk. You'd be like a flying tree skunk.
That's when you had a squirrel that actually bred with a drop bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. Yeah, it was those Michigan squirrels is what got down here and got them. But yeah, dude, I think from Battle Creek area. But yeah, they were. It was bigger than the mini wiener dog we had, or almost as big. And I'm like, that is a big ass squirrel. And then I start seeing weird ones with all black with brown tails, or you'd have some that kind of were either mixed with both colors. I'm like, all right, they kind of seem to be all right. They'd come get food and whatnot, but. Yeah, that one with that brown tail. I was watching him. He just was a dick.
Yeah, and the one that glowed in the dark, that was a bit freaky.
Yeah, it's them Jersey squirrels.
It's like I went too close to the nuclear reactor, man, and
had 3 eyes and everything.
And now I can't hide in the dark because I glow.
Yeah. It says, "Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry."
Yeah, exactly right.
Climb up your pant leg and bite your nuts off.
No.
No. After I chew through your intestines and pop out your stomach, yeah.
Right, exactly. Hello, Janet.
Janet.
Welcome to the fun bunch.
So what is the major topic?
We don't really have
squirrels.
one. It's just a hangout,
We're just throwing everything out there at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right
mean,
now
it's
we're talking
literally
about squirrels.
Yeah.
That's it.
Usually it was like weed talk, but it wasn't necessarily about weed. It was just like some of us were high and some of us weren't, and we just all got together and we're talking, and then I got shut down. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim Pool.
Yes.
I do have to ask, Janet, are you from the cast of Frozen?
Am I what?
From the cast of Frozen, because it's like a
Cosmic explosion?
No, the cast from Frozen.
That's what it sounded like.
There was no explosion, Janet. No, I'm sorry.
No explosions yet. The cast of Frozen is like your what do you call it?
You look like an ice princess.
Your filter, yeah.
Why don't you speak English, son of a gun?
It's Australian.
I have no idea what you're saying. You're kind of low. I can't hardly hear you.
Well, let me get Adam to translate for me.
I'm trying to listen. I'm getting closer to the speaker.
Because you're sparkly.
Oh, because I'm sparkly? Yeah, this is my character I have on my channel. I don't know if you've seen any of my videos, but this is Janet from another planet. I just got through doing a workout video, so that's why I'm wearing this.
Janet from another planet. I recognize that name, but I've never seen you so sparkly. Yeah.
No, I'm sparkly.
I remember being sparkly.
I like that you just got done doing workout video too, because that's what I did pre-stream. So it was like I was doing the workout and talking with these guys. So I was like, all right.
Hey, working out's good for you.
I quit smoking over a year ago.
Even if it's just walking.
Oh yeah.
Not only did he do a workout, but he actually took the Aussie for a walk.
Yeah, we did cardio after the workout. So after the lifting. Oh yeah.
That's a.
So, are you from Australia or New Zealand or what?
I'm from Australia. Yeah.
Okay, and so do you have like a wombat or a little baby kangaroo or a koala?
Just let me check my pockets.
I want to go to Australia so bad.
At the moment, I'm all out.
Have you ever held any of them?
Of course I have, yeah.
Oh, you're so lucky.
And echidnas.
I just have raccoons and bears. I mean, if you look at my timeline on my Twitter, I have my actual Ring doorbell video of a big black bear on my front porch.
Really? Is it Brutal's bear?
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't really handle a kangaroo. You can handle a joey, but a wombat, yeah, not a problem. They're like a cuddly dog. They're a big fat cuddly dog. But echidnas you got to pick up quite carefully because they
got spikes.
They got spikes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running for my life. I said I'm not running.
And Tasmanian devils are kind of cute from the documentaries I've seen.
Yes, but you don't want them to bite you yet, because.
Well, I'm talking about baby ones. I'm not talking about chasing a.
Well, even the
baby,
even the baby ones, yeah, you don't let them bite you. They got chlamydia.
Oh, well, I don't want
Yeah,
that.
you don't want that. You don't want that.
Nope. That's sad. It's because they got such a poor diet.
Drop bears dropping that on you.
Yeah. So, Mr. Peabody, how many times have you had chlamydia?
I've never had it.
Well, how do you know? You're probably giving it to women.
Or
Not even realize.
Don't you like that statement? You're probably giving it to women. Yeah. In order to give it to a woman, I have to have a woman.
So there's no women in Australia.
No, we sold them all. Yep.
Traded them in for new koalas, right?
Oh, if you sold them all, then that's your problem. Someone else is enjoying it, right?
I love this panel.
It's like watching tennis. What's going to get thrown the other way? Yeah.
Well,
He's
I was on last night with Steven.
Yeah,
No,
we fun time.
Yeah, we got to go live.
Yeah.
But all I was saying is like, no, I've been with a woman for quite a few years, so it's like, yeah, I'm not passing on anything. Yeah.
Well, as soon as they let you out of that all men's prison, then you can have a woman.
He's doing cardio with Adam. All right,
but
that's what he's doing right.
The fact is, yeah, we still got women in Australia, but it's like, yeah, just none of them are interested in me.
But don't forget, it's an all-men prison with ducks, because he does talk to the ducks. He told you.
I do talk to the ducks. Yeah.
You have ducks in your prison?
No,
is your prison your home? Or a real prison?
Yeah. I mean, Australia, where he was at, they were forced to take the jab. They didn't have a choice. So, it literally kind of, yeah.
No, not everybody. I've talked to a few people that were able to hide under the radar and not get the jab.
No, I went for as long as I could until they actually said to me, I couldn't walk into a store and buy something until I had both jabs. So I had to get both jabs. Yeah.
So, Mr. Peabody, what do you think about all the talk right now about, at least in the States? I don't know if you take that from the news here, but about the people are starting to say the jab isn't good.
The jab isn't good. It's really bad for you. But I had to actually prove that I'd had two jabs so I could walk into a store and buy shit.
That's bullshit, dude.
Wow.
But I told Adam well before I had the jab, I said, the jab is a bad thing, and all you're doing is you're opening up your body to other problems. But yeah, I was actually forced to have the jab. Yeah.
We are not medical professionals, by the way.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
I mean, he is a registered nurse, so Peabody is not like just talking out his ass. And yeah, it is Australia. I know it's different.
Oh, I didn't know he was a registered
these
nurse.
are our personal opinions, and
We got another Adega. You can talk. All right. No, that's a shame, dude. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Well, and he'd already had some other issues going on, and like we said, like if the jab would have fixed the other issues, at least it would have had a purpose, right? Like all of this would have had a purpose if Mr. Peabody wasn't upside down.
But yeah, it's like, but I had to have two jabs, and both of them made me sick as a fucking dog. I was, it's like Adam was there. I had the first shot, I was sick as a dog. I had the second shot, sick as a dog. But now I can walk in with a piece of paper and say, I've had my shots. I can buy shit at the store.
and we can, Walt, if you've got your passport, we can, if we've got 10 grand, we can book a flight and in 2 days be there. And we don't have to have anything. No mask, not be vaccinated, nothing. They don't care.
That's right. If you're flying into Australia, you don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to be vaccinated. You don't have to have anything. If you're flying out of Australia, you have to wear a mask. You have to be vaccinated.
That don't make no damn sense.
So if I fly there, I have to stay there until I get the jab?
Yeah, that's right.
No. If you're flying into Australia, you don't have to have anything. You're fine. If you're flying out of Australia, you have to have all that shit.
Yeah. They won't let him leave.
I guess I won't be going then.
Yeah.
No, as a visitor to Australia, you're fine. You don't have to have anything. But as an Australian, you got to have that shit.
Oh, okay.
So Americans that go there don't have to get the jab to come home.
No.
No.
So how does the virus know to keep from spreading to other people just because I'm an American and you're not an American.
Oh, the virus comes out. Oh, you can't mess with her. She's an American.
I'm
Well, I was
sorry,
born in Canada.
I'm sorry,
but
Jeanette, but that's just
my dad was Air Force in the United States. So
that's a little piece of genius you just said.
Yeah.
It's like, how does the virus know?
And apparently, you don't have any people in charge that are smart.
The Australian goes,
No,
sorry, mate, no good name for American.
That's what Sidney Watson says.
I would fully agree with you. It's like we don't have anybody smart that's in charge that knows what the fuck they're talking about.
That's what Sidney Watson says. She says the dumbest politicians come from Australia.
Yeah, Sidney Watson.
I wouldn't agree with that. We have some stupid, really.
Well, she said the America's not far behind. She said America's politicians are old and dumb.
Well, I'd have to increase that to all politicians, but just like they all follow an agenda, and the ones in Australia, they back down much faster than anybody else in the world. So in other words, it's like, oh, you have to do this. So Australian politicians go, oh, we got to do that. Whereas as everybody else in the world, all the other politicians say, why?
Well, I wish they'd back down sooner, so most of you guys weren't stuck doing stuff you didn't need to do.
He got in trouble with Ma though. Like she was mad at him because he really didn't want to. Because the problem was with his, without talking about it, but his pre-existing conditions that he was trying to deal with, kind of were more of a concern. We're like, we don't know what's this going to do to that, and we still don't know the answer. I mean, luckily he's fine, but we don't know, and so it's scared. It scares the hell out of me. But
they didn't do it to kids, right?
No, they're doing it to kids. Yeah.
Oh my Lord! There was just a report that came out last week about how 5 to 7 and 7 to 9 are being exempt from
Pfizer and Moderna. They've released it, and now they're giving it to kids. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's bullshit.
But unfortunately, you don't hear this on the news. That's the funny thing. And you would get people that would get different aspects of things. Like Australians have guns; they're not unarmed as Americans think. And then you get people, big channels that are like, "Oh, they're all unarmed," and it's like, no, if you actually knew the facts and people that live there, they'll tell you, no, that's not what happened. They had basically a buyback. If you had something illegal, you could get rid of it with no consequences. That was it. Like.
Well, people in Great Britain have rifles.
Yeah,
because stuff too. So they're not. They have guns.
Yeah, no, Australia didn't give up all its guns. What it was an amnesty. So if you had illegal weapons, you could hand them in and no problem.
Wow. Well, the news told us something different.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
No, well, the same thing is like if I wanted a gun, I could apply for a license. But I'd have to give it. I'd have to keep it secured. Blah blah blah. But could I get a gun? Yes, I could. Do I want a gun? No, I don't need a gun. I've got fucking animals in my back pocket.
Yeah. They're your friends. You've got
feral ducks.
Yeah, I've got killer ducks. Yeah.
But we'd have these conversations. Like he'd be like, "Why are they trying to get the Australian people to hate Trump so much?" And the stuff that he would get in the news versus what we were getting, even. No, and he's like, he can't vote.
Yeah, it was the Australian news, and when the election came up, they were all against Trump, and plus, through our Australian news, they were saying, "Oh, gun laws in America, leave them alone. It's their laws." It's like,
so again, I get
why are you bringing it up in Australia about American gun laws?
Yeah.
It's like it's nothing to do with us. We can't vote, and it's got nothing to do with it's their country. Leave them alone.
We feel the same way. I wish your government would leave you people alone.
No kidding.
But they didn't. So that's that's sad. Wish we could have helped a lot of people.
And it's like, and the Queen died, man. It's like. It took them a week and a half to get over Olivia Newton-John. How long is it going to take them to get over the fucking Queen? It's like every morning you turn on the news, all you hear about is the fucking Queen. She's fucking dead. Leave her alone.
News at 11. The Queen is still dead.
But every morning it's like she only just died. It's like, no, she died a week ago. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you guys get to find out whether or not you're going to be sovereign or not. Now that the Queen is gone.
No.
I seen a couple articles about it.
No, you've seen a couple of articles, and it comes up every year. It's same with like when they want to change.
Well, she's
Australia.
dead now. She wasn't dead before that.
No, it doesn't matter. It's like, do we want to be a sovereign country? No. But they say, should we have a referendum? They've had referendums. It's like, and they said no. It's like same with, oh, geez, Adam, you'll appreciate this. They want to have another referendum to see if Western Australia wants daylight savings. Fuck off!
Again.
Fuck off!
We don't even want daylight savings.
How many times are we going to tell you we don't want it?
Oh, goodness. Yeah. But we got to
worried about all the wrong stuff, you know?
Yeah, but you don't have any say because apparently if they're going to force you to get a jab, they're going to force you to do whatever they want. I mean, they don't care.
Well, as I said, also the reason they want Western Australia to have daylight savings is to get more in line with the timing of Eastern Australia. It's to do with business hours because Eastern Australia is 3 hours ahead of us, so they want Australia to have. They want Western Australia to have daylight savings, so we line up with their business hours better, which is not a good reason to have daylight savings.
Well, it's to make a little more money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's the only reason, to make more taxes or whatever.
Yeah.
Or more consuming, people consuming products.
But you're correct, and no, it doesn't save your fucking couch from fading more in the sunlight.
Well, it doesn't change the sunlight at all, or the way the world spins, or anything. All it does is affect how much money they're going to bring in.
But that's just the point. Some people thought that if you had daylight savings, it somehow extended the daylight that actually hit your health, and so they said, We don't want daylight savings because it fades my couch faster. Yes.
Trust the science. Trust the science of it.
There you go. That's what we have them everywhere. We have millions of them here in our country, so it's scary. But I'm glad I'm not one of them.
But yeah, it's like you gotta love the backward sort of like thought that goes into that. It's like really? You didn't think about it? It's like all they do is they change the time. The daylight is the same amount of time. the sun doesn't stop and say, "Oh, hang on."
The sun doesn't like slow down, be like, "Oh wait, hold on, I'm going too
fast." Wait. They changed the time. I've got to stop here and wait.
Yeah. Good thing I got a wristwatch.
Yeah.
Well, like in Norway, they have a ginormous mirror that they have up in the mountains that they move around to put more sunlight down on the city.
Oh, that's because
it's for people to get more vitamin D. So, there is things you can do to help your people if you know anything about science, but
heaven forbid you break that mirror.
Lots of governments don't know anything about
science. No, I understand that because, like, especially top end of the world, you've got less daylight hours. And what they do is, what they're trying to do is extend the amount of vitamin D you can actually get to people.
Because they have They have like 6 months, almost 6 months of twilight.
But I think it's interesting that you actually brought up Norway when you can actually consider Alaska, which is actually part of your country. And they have the same thing, and they actually walk around with fucking visors on that generate light into their eyes. Because no, they do. They actually have visors on that actually shine light into their eyes. Yeah.
Wow, I wouldn't even have thought that was.
Well, that's why tanning beds and stuff are popular in those kind of countries because, if you go into them for a short amount of time with sunscreen on, it will help your body produce vitamin D.
Really, does it? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. I tan every other day.
Simply
because
not so much. I would not recommend that.
Well, I do it. I've been doing it for a couple of years because I went to the doctor, and the only thing wrong with me is I was low on vitamin D. And so she told me, you know, if you can't get outside, once you start going to the place, but just make sure you wear sunscreen, blah, blah, blah. And I do. I do it. But I drink plenty of water and take care of myself before I get in, and I do it after. And then I load myself with oils and lotion. So, you know, I'm real careful about it. I haven't been sunburned once because I started out at 2 minutes, you know, worked my way up. So it's just like the regular sun. If I was to go out and lay in my yard for sun, it would take me 45 minutes, but I can go in a tanning thing and get as much as 45 minutes in 9 minutes. So it saves time for me, but it keeps me from having low vitamin D.
Microwave.
I'm just cooking myself.
You're saying that you cook yourself in a tanning bed, you oil yourself up. Now Deranged is all excited.
I was going to say,
there was also a mention.
Look, I'm on camera. You can see my hands. You just got everybody probably all around us, lady.
A mention, right, Adam, of lotion in there too. And I wanted to say, you're on a panel full of dudes, and half our brain is taking you seriously. The other half is
don't talk about the D.
And all of your panelists thinking, where's the lotion? Can I oil you up?
You need us to get
that was the half that was shut up.
Have any of you guys gone to a masseuse? Have any of you had a massage? Well, they use oils, and they're warmed up in a little bowl, and they warm them up, and they rub their hands, and they rub it in. It's good for your skin, and it's not actually just the oils; it's the actual, this part. This type of massaging is like vibration therapy, which is good for your skin.
I've never been to a masseuse, but I have watched the massage rooms on porn sites.
Well, I have not. I've never seen any of those.
I've given massages with
different movies.
But exactly what you said. They've got like a bowl full of hot warm oil, and liquid. They spread it everywhere. And yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've never been, but I've seen it.
Mr. Peabody's thinking about it right now. He's like,
you can go in and get a good waxing.
We can take your level, Janet. I'm trying to shut up.
They just put some wax on your chest, and then they rip it off like that, and all your hair comes out.
I'm sorry. With me,
it
would be an all day job. They'd have.
Are you Sasquatch?
Sorry.
By the time you got done, Peabody, you'd finally be down to that 130-pound mark.
Well, it's just that shaving can take hours, and within a few days you have nubs again. So, Nair or things like that.
My nubs.
Gotta love those nubs.
Hey, I don't like them. I like it smooth.
The nubs are back in town. The nubs are back in town.
I knew a girl who only shaved a couple times a year. And I remember one year we went somewhere, and she put her feet up, and she was like by the fire, and we were drinking, and I looked at her leg, and I said, "What's that on your leg right there?" She goes, "What?" And I go, "Wow, you got a bunch of them." I go, "Oh my God, those are hairs." Her hairs were like that long.
She had nubs. She had nubs.
And they were put her feet up by the fire, and then her hair caught on fire.
She put her feet up by the fire, and she spat out a baby.
The nubs bring all the boys to the yard.
But I'm just saying it's gross. So, but other countries, women have hairy pits and everything, and some men think that's sexy. So, they're wrong.
If you like banging chips, I wouldn't. You got to manscape. You got women got to take care of that. Men manscape. You got to take care of it.
Lock that shit down, man.
You don't want to approach her with a wet Wookiee's arm. All right, you've got to take care of the hair.
Yeah, there's no excuse, man. Look, your beard is nice. Man. Adam's beard has a nice beard. It looks very taken care of, and he cleans it all up. It's trimmed and handsome looking. So and so is Stevens. But the thing is, it just takes a little effort. But after you do it a few times, it gets easier and easier, then you figure out what you like. And the same thing for women. We try things out. and we don't like it, or the guys are all say that lipstick's ugly or whatever, we just throw it away and don't buy that one anymore.
Janice Fisher, she's like, that looks bad on you, girl. You need to get rid of it. Throw it out.
Hey, I have people telling me all the time, I hate that. I hate your filter. It's terrible. It's gross. And I'm like, well,
I think
well.
I like it though. Like it's.
I mean,
I've
already had a few stalkers on my a couple of my accounts, so I'm glad that they can't do photo. Look me up on the internet with my face. So that's good.
That's
it's
good.
Lovely, and I want sparkles now.
Right,
Brutal. Why are you not on screen with a bunch of sparkles?
Be like,
I don't have none of that fancy stuff.
Well, it took me a long time. It took me 3 months to be able to even do this.
How are you doing that?
It's a special camera that I had to get, and then I had to get some software and download it, and then I have to go through and find different filters that I like. Here, let me see if I can find one real quick. Another one. One of the ones I'm going to use later for like Halloween. I've already picked out a couple like this one.
I like the one that Fed used to have with the
I like that.
yeah.
All right, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute. It's a Grinch, but it looks like a kitty to me. And then I got the alien woman. See?
Right.
And then I can be like this.
Oh wow,
that's badass.
That is.
I know there's some really. Oh, here's one. All of you guys seen Escape from LA?
Yes.
Okay. Who does this look like? One of those people that had all the plastic surgeries over and over again.
Yeah.
Isn't that disgusting? But it's good for Halloween.
Now the last one for the black one with the red. Now that one would be great for Halloween.
See?
That's good too.
I like that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fun ones. I mean, I've been checking them all out.
What's the program?
I love that one.
It's called Snapchat. You guys use that?
No,
that's for cool people, man.
Idiots.
I think I saw that in my nightmare last night.
There you
go. Yeah.
How's that one? This is a goth one.
Goth one.
Well, I just love it. I've been playing with it and learning how to use it, and
Yeah.
But usually I can't use it. Depending on whether how many things I have open and stuff, because I have to restart my computer every single time I use it, stuff like that. So it sucks. I even bought me one of those Alienware computers. Because Bruce told me that was I needed a good one, so I got the best one I could afford.
That's kind of where I'm at. My desktop is the same one that's like the $400 Walmart piece of crap from like 20 years ago. That's like,
hey, I know a lot of guys that still have their old ones. They just build them. They add fans and they put more memory on it and stuff, and they're like look like giant a desk.
I made a few special upgrades myself, like there's a video card, stuff like that, so I can play my game. But like, I don't really know nothing about that. I don't live in the neighborhoods where I could just run into the Walmart and snatch what I want, and the Best Buy and snatch what I want, and just leave. So.
Right.
Or else I try it. If I thought I could get away with that.
I was never going to do this. I was never going to do live streams or anything. I've been on, on YouTube and stuff for, I guess, 5 or 6 years. But in chats, I just go to the chat rooms and talk to everybody and hang out and stuff. And I had my normal picture on there. And then I started making stupid videos and sending it to my friends like this and being therapists, telling them you're fucking up and you need to fix yourself. Stupid shit. And one of my videos I made, it's in the 18 and older. I got a water gun that looks like a penis, and I'm working out. On my elliptical, and I'm like, no matter what, you got to stay hydrated. And then I go, put it in my mouth. This goofy shit like that. And they thought it was funny, so they said, hey, why don't you put it on? Put it on TikTok. And I was like, I didn't trust them or whatever. So I put a few on there, and I started getting more and more views and stuff. And then when I noticed that YouTube had shorts, I went, what the heck? I already have a channel. I just have nothing on it. So I started putting my videos on that, and then Drew kept hounding me, Supreme Heretic. You need to try to do some live streams. And I'm like, oh, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I kept, every time I'd go to the private chat, when like this, I would get disconnected because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I'm learning, and hopefully by the time I get to 500 subscribers, I'm wanting to do a totally private stream just for my subscribers, and I'll send them an invite, and the only way they'll be able to get in is through the invite, and then we can play like Jackbox or do some like trivia games and stuff like that, and then I'll keep it private, so it won't be something I'm going to let anybody else see, because I want to do stuff special just for my subscribers that no one else does, because no one else does that. And and I did this because I wanted to make sure I was not, because this is my character. So I do things on my own too, a little bit here and there. And I'm reading my story that I've written a book, and I'm reading it out loud, 4 pages at a time. It's like 15 minutes. So I'm keeping them in bite-sized pieces. So it's going to take me a long time to get the hours I need to get money from it. But that's not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for me. It's fun for me. I enjoy it. It's like my release of, the shit that's going on around us. And I enjoy it. So that's why I started doing it, and I like it a lot. Just like all of you, you're doing it for a reason, and it's not necessarily to make a bunch of money. It's because you like you want to voice your opinion and have a right to make your, talk about things that you think are important. And I think that's awesome.
Like with Mr. Peabody, he has problems with internet a lot, but we talk on Discord every day. I talk with DL either through text messages and all that every day. With Walton, it's the same thing. With Steven, it's the same thing. We're all in, other groups.
You have to send me your Discord. I have a server on Discord.
Yeah. So, but it's literally like we learned Discord because of Odin's movie blog. That's where I met Mr. Peabody. That's how we became such good friends. And his mom adopted me. So I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So I got a whole nother family over in Australia now. But
that's awesome.
Like we our goal was just to have fun, and because the negative of everything that we've all been through, like when I made Fun University, the original plan was to do all this on there, not my primary channel. Like when I made YouTube, I only used it to learn stuff. It wasn't until Frank found Jeff Hicks. Like I didn't find World Class Bullshitters or any of the people that got me into YouTube. My dog did. We didn't have cable. I got rid of cable because I got tired of, just the crap we were getting for entertainment. So this is 2015. I got rid of cable. And so, I'd watch YouTube here and there, or look stuff up, but I would listen to music because I'm lazy and I didn't feel like going and getting the CD or the cassette or the album and putting it on. So YouTube, okay, music. So I put music on and be doing stuff in the house and playing with my Wiener dogs and all that good stuff. And he got a hold of, back in the day with the smart TVs, you would have like YouTube on there, but you could Bluetooth through the speaker. So I would do that stuff with the iPads and stuff too. So I would Bluetooth stuff through, or I'd use the PS3. And he has his own controller, but he changed the channel, and all of a sudden I hear Jeff Hicks talking. And he's like, so I'm going to put this picture up of this guy with his head up his ass. And I'm like, Francis, what did you do? So I went ahead and I'm like, okay, he's talking about the new Star Wars. Okay, I didn't like the new Star. So I started listening to, Jeff Hicks and whatnot. So I didn't find it. He did. He found the High Council, and it was the one with Doomcock on it. So like my first introduction to a lot of YouTubers was from my wiener dog, Frank. And like legitimately, it's the truth. So when I met Jeff Hicks and told him the story face to face, like he's like, "See, it was meant to be, though, man. We were meant to find each other, and we're really close now, even, So I mean but that's the thing. And from one show and one person has just turned into just thousands of people that you just have found and listened to and help, and it can be a very positive thing. It can also be very negative when it goes the other way, but. Yeah, our goal is just to put the positivity back out there. We're having fun. I just wanted to talk about the fun time. So everybody kept getting confused when I said weed talk, and yes, I did. I wanted everybody and those even Tina Bojan was on. We all went through and we're just discussing it. In the states that's legal, whatnot, and just to have an open discussion so that people might not know, like the issues I've been having. What's up, Brian? The issues I've been having recently with my stomach and stuff. Like it's helped me to go back to eat because I was, I'm 6 foot. I'm down to 205, which isn't bad, but I was at like 215 when I quit smoking and started. So I lost body weight and mass when I got sick.
Yeah.
And the only way I have no appetite. And then it's like, but if I do some gummies or I smoke a little, it'll help kick it in where then all of a sudden it's like, man, I'm hungry. I get the munchies. I'm gonna eat some. And so that's, and that's what I've done for myself. Because in the state of Indiana and other states like that, they'll be like, oh, it's worse than smoking crack if you're smoking weed. And I'm like, y'all are nuts. Like, really, this should be medically available, but unfortunately. Anyway, so that was just a part of it, but it was all of us just coming together to talk, have a good time, and hang out. That was it, really.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the countries that don't want you to have pot, and unless they have control over it, it's because they want money from it. What good is helping the people when people can just go in their backyard and grow all the pot they want and not need from the government or pay anybody for it? And they don't like that. They don't want. That's why they hate pot.
So it should be. You want it? Go ahead and grow it. You get stuck with crappy weed. You get stuck with crappy weed.
Well, you'll get better at it. Anything.
Well, yeah, what I'm saying. You get good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, yeah, I could grow mine, and I myself going and getting it from the dispensary. But at the same time, like, that's legal to do it that way. And I don't have to mess. Like, I don't have to have that. And if I want flour, I get flour. If I want gummies, I have that choice. So that's the good part about it. Where, if I had my own plants and stuff, but it'd be the same thing. But I'd have to learn, as you said, Jan. I'd have to, learn and do everything. And at some point, maybe that'll be something I will do. But as long as I'm paying less than $5 for a joint, I'm happy.
It should be like tomatoes. You grow your own tomatoes. You get crappy tomatoes. You get stuck with crappy tomatoes.
And technically, you can grow tomatoes and that together. Right? So there you go. So
that's what it should be. It should be like that.
Comes out of the ground naturally, baby. So we can smoke cigarettes.
I'm going to write down all of your names, and then so I can sub your channel.
Yeah, and on the playback, we'll have everybody listed in the.
I think I'm subbed to some of you because some of your names look familiar. So I will, but I'll check and make sure.
What's your handle on Discord?
It's Janet from Another Planet.
Okay, because I've been
and hold on, let me see what the number is.
By all means, everybody can share links. By all means, share the links in the chat. By all means, this is definitely another part of that is for the self promotion, because that's the only way. A lot of times, that's the fun of me bringing people from other streams together and whatnot too, and so that everybody can meet new people and other people that they might have just seen in the panels or chatted with in the chat. So Again, it was the first time that Tina, Bojan, and Lindsay, the Critical Geek, were on the panel together. Never got to talk. So, and that was just for my little piss ass channel. Like I said, I just do this for fun. I'm old school like DJD. If you're on here and you're not having fun, you shouldn't be on here. It's that simple.
Yeah,
I miss DJD.
I do all of it because I love it. It's fun.
Oh yeah. I do more of it now as a capsule for my granddaughter. That's the main thing because she's not even a year old yet. I'm 47, so been diabetic for almost 40 years. So, let's leave something in case I'm not here. For whatever time frame, they'll at least be digital proof till they wipe us all out. But digitally wise.
I can't find the number. I don't know what the number is. I've been looking, but I can't figure it out. It just doesn't say it. I don't know how to figure out how to get the number. There's a number behind your name, right?
Oh, on your Discord?
Yeah.
If you go...
I'm not finding you on Discord.
I just shared it on my Twitter, the Discord, but then I don't know who's joining.
Well, I was going to say, if you go to... if you do it in the private chat in here...
Oh, okay. I'm going to do that real quick.
Yeah.
I'll do it that way.
That way it's not going on the stream, but it'd just be the people in the panel. That's
you might want to be careful about sharing your Discord link on Twitter.
I know. That's what I said. I just shared it on Twitter, and I'm like, now I don't know what freak's going to come and
Oh, yeah. No. things like that happen a lot. That's something you don't want to do.
Okay, so this is Twitter. Copy button. Just click a copy, I guess, and then I'll come to the chat and see if it'll post. Yay! I think it worked. I told you I'm new at this. I'm trying to learn how to do all this stuff.
Oh, it's all good.
So, sorry, guys. I had to reboot. My computer froze up. So,
but I'm gonna have to leave because I have to go and cook dinner.
No problem.
But thanks for letting me come and visit and stuff. But after I write everybody's names down, so just give me a second.
You're fine. I sub to you on. I just clicked on your Discord, so I'll be. It's just me. But yeah. Once we end, I will put everybody's information in the description because that's generally how I do it. But that's the whole point. Plug your channel. You can put your channel's links in the in the chat for people that you want, like for YouTube. And yeah, that's the whole point. Come hang, play, have fun, and see what there is to talk about. Because anymore I find myself thanking people for the discussion. So for the longest time, people just quit talking with the whole COVID thing, and then all of a sudden, older people would kind of come up and ask, because I'm tall, if I could get, I'm like, yeah, sure. And then kind of talk to you for a few minutes. And then, well, thank you so much for the conversation. But thank you for coming on with us. Because without Drew, you'd have no clue who I was. So yeah, I greatly.
Yeah. See, we met in the chat and he started talking to me about a lot of stuff. And then he told me about his channel. So I went to it and I said, well, you haven't put anything on there in a long time. So I started writing him and saying, hey, you need to get working back on this channel. Maybe you can start making some money off of it, and that way you can help your mom more, blah 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 blah. So I just think he's a doll. I mean, he's a sweetheart. He's so smart, and everything that's been happening to him is just terrible. But I live down in NOLA, so it's a long ways away from me. But I started watching Doomcock and Gary on the Inquisition. That was my favorite. I never missed it. I absolutely loved it. And I loved Doomcock and I loved Gary. And then they did the other one with the aliens. So I can't remember the name of it right now. But now, Exozone, that's it. But with all the stupid shit that's been going on now, they don't do either one. 2 of my favorite shows are gone.
Yeah.
I hardly watch television anymore. I watch lots of programs on YouTube.
Well, Drew's got a show like that. And whenever Enter the Unfamiliar, whenever he streams, he's really good at that kind of Exozone type content. But so there's alternatives out there. Creepy Little Book,
Oh yeah, one.
But Exozone was great. I love that show, Janet.
I would love the Prism too, but I told Drew, I go, God, I got to get sleep sometime. I mean, you can't, I can't stay up and sleep all day. I have chickens, I have things I have to do, and it's like I just can't do it. But I love that kind of stuff.
Well, chickens will wake you up, yeah.
Well, something's wrong with mine. I have an automatic door on it with a little solar panel, and for some reason it's not opening. So I'm having to go out and open it.
They'll start tapping on your door and saying, "Where the fuck is my food?"
Maybe I'll go out there. It's too dark, and that bear will be out there again.
The damn
it's
bear.
Scary, or step on a snake or something.
But it's like I was telling Annie before. I posted a new thing on my channel, and everybody was contacting me saying, "Are you okay?" It's like, did I post something that sort of indicated that I wasn't okay? It's like, no. But,
at least you don't have a bear eating your trash can.
This is true.
No, that is high level. If a bear is eating your trash can, I would say maybe the bear needs some therapy.
I think the bear's sending a message, Mr. Peabody. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. They make these hard to break into trash cans for specifically designed for bears and other animals that like to dig through your trash.
No, I think secretly they actually add something to the metal that makes it tasty.
Well, no, like I saw this video of this bear just trying to get into the trash can, like pushing his paws down on it. He just couldn't get into it. Couldn't get the lid open. He just got
like
so
he's trying to do
frustrated.
CPR on it, crunch,
Pretty much.
crunch. Yeah.
No. Well, let's get a bear to try and open up a bottle of conditioner for your hair. It's like it took me half an hour to actually. You got to screw it one way and it pops up, and then you can squeeze it. It took me half an hour to work out how to open this fucking bottle of conditioner. I felt like a fucking dickhead doing the whole thing.
Just failing.
Just failing. It's like it's supposed to. If you twist it this way, it's supposed to open. It's like, it's not opening. It's not opening.
You just gotta stop and keep telling yourself, I am a top predator. I am a top predator. I am a top predator.
I'm the top predator. It's like, but I can't open a bottle of conditioner.
I am an apex predator.
Apex predator.
I can't even operate my own thumb. I'm an apex predator.
Man, was it a child safety? Is that what it was?
No, it's like when you first get them, they're locked down, and then you
gotta like pop it.
You screw them one way, and they open up. This thing would not open up. It's like, and it's like, it took me half an hour to open the fucking thing up. It's like, I felt like a complete dickhead. Yeah.
Am I lefty loosey? Am I righty tighty? Am I cutting the top off this fucking thing in a minute? What am I doing?
That's how I felt with the squirrel.
No, do I unscrew the whole? Do I unscrew the whole top and just pour it into my fucking hand?
Yes.
Just glob it.
No, you get a big knife and you just cut that top off.
Jagged.
Use the mangled blades to
That's
dispense
just it. There was nothing to cut off. It's like fucking hell. Just open up, you cunt.
Nope, not allowed, my friend. Not allowed.
Just saw the top off entirely with a steak knife. Just bite it off.
Fuck that, man. Pull out the chainsaw and
just obliterate it.
Mongo crush, like.
It's stomping time.
Yeah.
Man.
He's back.
Oh, man.
He was too busy joining Discord. He got bumped. It's like,
that
okay.
happens every damn time.
That's all right, brother. Thanks again, Janet. I'm glad she wanted to come on with us, man. That's always awesome when I get to bring people together. Again,
it's always refreshing when you get to see more of Frozen. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I kind of want to sparkle now.
Like,
I kind of
like now we're kind of thinking like Draven, who he don't sparkle when he shine, but we might want to sparkle just a wee bit.
And then she just let us go.
And she dropped us like a can of tomatoes. Yeah, but like
she said she did have to go make dinner, and then Peabody popped back in, so she did warn us.
And the other thing is like brave of her is like, we're all guys here, and she came in here, fantastic.
Yeah.
And let's face it, we could all use a little bit more feminicity.
That divine feminine energy,
Hey, look, I'm very proud of this team. All right, there was very little banter when she mentioned hot liquidy balls, lotion,
and how she liked the vitamin D.
We all need.
She said we all need more D in our life.
Choke up that D.
The fact is, we brought it up a little bit, but we didn't go over the top. Yeah,
just a little.
I think she was baiting us. I think she was testing us.
Yeah.
She was talking about the lotion, rubbing
crumbs in the water, just crumbs.
Look, she simply put it as best as she could. She knows who we are, or some of the people that we all hang out with. So she knew what she was getting into.
Absolutely.
Great.
She knows Walton. She knows who I am.
She let us know, Adam, when she talked about the TikTok video, shooting water in her mouth out of a penis super soaker. All right. So then she let us know, like, well played, Janet. Well played.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you know you're all right in my book. That's all right. You're all right.
Drinking water out of a peanut super soaker, you know.
that was good, you know. And
Top
as I said,
notch.
it's like watching a tennis match. It's like, and she's just served it right back at us, you know.
Oh yeah, and again, that's the first time I'd even streamed. Like I'd been in the chat, her and Lasso, because there are gals that have, you know, Lasso's got the link, and you know, if anybody can make it, they know it's an open forum. You know, by all means, you're always welcome. So you know, Lasso, Tina, Chef Carolyn, Lindsay, who usually is at work, and then she can pop on when she can. But again, it's like I've told him, if you can't make it, that's fine. You know, I couldn't go the other week because I couldn't stream. You know, they literally make it 7 days. On that 8th day, your channel gets free. Well, I didn't know.
Like I said, thank you, Tim Pool.
Moira, go back like 45 minutes and see what Janet did to us. Okay, you'll understand.
Oh yeah. But she did it very classy. I loved it. Yeah. I love the fact she's talking about the beard and it's well groomed. And you know, this is the best part I was going to tell her, but she had to go. I haven't groomed it. The thing was, as you know, Walt, you'll remember, you know, I had more of the anvil. I shaved everything off and had the long goatee. You know, Team Nightheart. So I like to burn shit though. And you know, some of the flames got up, burned it a little bit, and I went to trim it, but I thought I grabbed the 4, but I grabbed the 2.
Next time you do that, you should get the crew cut. The anvil crew cut with the long goatee.
Oh, that's what I had going on there. I had the crew cut going. I had the goat going. You know, and it was long, dude. I was like, all right, we're good. And then I went to trim it a little bit, trim too much. And Seth had already shaved all his off, so I was like, oh well, I'll just. And like they couldn't figure it out, like on the men's room. So I was like, there's something different about you. I can't figure it out. So I went and turned my camera off, and it had me with the big goatee. And then I was just going, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And you could tell the difference. It was hilarious. But he never caught that, you know, there was like this much of my goatee missing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was it. And I just let it grow out. You know, I'm like, well, I'm just not going to do nothing.
She was talking also about how she liked all her men nicely trimmed.
Oh, yeah.
Groomed. Yeah, Harry, she wants it smooth. And I'm just like.
She said fully waxed.
Yeah, she went full on. Now that I ball tapped y'all and you didn't know what to do like deers in the headlights, let me start complimenting you. And stroke it over. I was like,
stroke that ego.
Janet. Yeah, I love that. You know, she's a good chick. She's pretty cool, man.
But no, that's the thing, man. It's always fun, dude. And that's the whole reason of doing this, you know. With Vinny and Tony and Etep, and you know, it's the same thing. And not that we are, you know, ABC, CBS, but it's the closest damn thing. So it's like, yeah, if you know, my niche landed on, you know, I used to stream on Wednesday with Digital Pollution, but then that just, he kept not being able to stream and whatnot. And then Chef Carolyn's like, well, I'm off most Wednesdays. So I was like, all right, let's, you know, do you want to do this? Because this started as a joke. And then, you know, I was like, yeah, we'll do We Talk. And I didn't think anybody would be down. And everybody's like, hell yeah. And I'm like, for real? Like, all right.
And you also got your Friday show as well.
Yep. And then the Fridays. So, and then, yeah. So, you know, like for me, I'm on Tuesdays with Tony. Wednesdays, I do mine. Thursdays with, you know, Justin Proper. And then Fridays mine. And then Friday with Tony. Saturday with Etep. And then, you know, when Vinny invites, you know. So, but it's the love that you're feeling and everybody's connected and trying to get it. Where it's like, look, if you're not entertained and happy, this is what we can offer. Like I said, I don't have it in me to do what Etep does and some of the stuff and Tony, the guys like
say that.
And Chris. I mean, no, I don't, dude. I'm lazy.
You've got something else.
I'm American. I'm lazy. I've got dogs and too much land and shit to do. No, I can't. I can do this though. I can bring people as a super fan, bring people together, just have hangouts and talk. This is kind of my style of thing.
And that might become your thing. That might become what you're known for, man. You know what? I love being on this show, Adam, because it reminds me of like 3 years ago. When I first started, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Peabody.
No, I was just going to say, I just turned on the morning news, and apparently the Queen's dead.
Oh, you don't say.
You're just now finding out?
Again or still? Again?
Yeah.
Well, I think she dies every day, and they just.
No, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead.
They're just letting you know, brother.
Really, most sincerely.
Everybody was
It's Groundhog Day.
Yeah, they won't stop shutting up about it.
It's terrible the Queen's dead. She was 96 years old. She had a good fucking run, man.
Well, it's like when Diana died. How long did they go on with that.
How long did they
At
go on
least
that?
6 months, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
but people like
No.
Diana.
But I just turned on the news, and the first thing is like the Queen's dead. It's like, no fucking shit.
Well, everybody's been waiting. You know, I'm sure. You know how many pools just. You know,
The person that's been waiting the longest has been Charles.
I've been waiting for her to fucking die. Yeah, it's like she just keeps on going. It's like,
I mean, I could just.
He's finally got a job.
It's that Illuminati lotion.
No, but the funny thing was like, the Queen got COVID. It's like, oh, the Queen's got COVID. She's sick. It's like, who fucking cares? It's like.
Well, we knew it was going to happen.
The Queen is dead. Try this new breakfast spread available now. It's like
show old boy's fingers. You know, you got them sausage fingers and shit.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Man, that dude needs to go to the doctor.
In other news,
Dead breakfast spread.
And you got Prince Charles. He was married to Lady Diana.
I don't know.
Then he went and hooked up with Camilla. Camilla looks like a fucking. She looks like a mummified horse.
You said horse, right?
horse, yeah. And it's like she looks like a mummified horse. You got Princess Diana, and you got Camilla Parker Bowles, and you went for Camilla. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
It's like.
I don't know how to follow that up as Peabody. That's a lot of shit you just said that was wrong.
We're on the wrong timeline, man. We're on the wrong timeline. That's all. We're in the wrong universe.
Yeah, when did we skip into turning into this Earth? I thought we were going the other way. You know,
something happened. It flipped into the Bizarro world, right?
The other way.
Yeah. Times in retrograde.
I'm sorry, guys, but I'm upside down. So
it's.
If only it would let me turn you upside down, that would be awesome. But
yeah,
that's not the case. You know,
stand on your head
together. Well, let us turn people upside down.
I think I can do it. Let me try. Hang on.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
yeah, it feels right.
Yeah, it feels right. Yeah. Except you don't have your propeller hat on, so we know you're going to fall off the planet.
No, yeah, well, I'll fall off the planet, yeah.
But you've got your weighted magnet boots on, right?
No, well,
so
no.
Gravity.
I got my headphone cords. They'll keep me attached.
Yeah. Extra strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the tensile strength of like steel cable, yes.
Hell yeah. But yeah, no, well, I mean, the best thing, Steven, is, because I didn't know an overabundance about you other than, again, with the Rogue Entertainment, so getting to know you a little bit. Like I messaged you, and, it's been a lot of fun. And again, I thank you for giving and taking giggity. The ribs and shit, buddy. Because you took the ribs and you gave them, and I appreciated that, especially when you don't really know the person that well, and obviously you knew the people that we were around. And
I had to do something to counteract my ego, Adam. That's what happened when I first started out, because it was like, second wave.
Adam, we should get everybody on the panel to actually message the guy with the Colonial Fighter and say, that model's shit.
Dude, selling a pre-made, taken apart, badly painted with oil paint, and I offered him I was like, all right, 15 for shipping, 15. I was like, $20, like, dude, because he's gonna have to do all this work to fix it up and whatnot. Yeah. And the guy's like 40, and I'm like, no, because you're already getting 35. No. So yeah, and I was like, no. And then the more I sent him the pictures, he started looking at it and he goes, that's oil paint. That's going to be a bitch to get off. So then I messaged him back. Oh, by the way, I just found one sealed in a box for $40. So enjoy your box of crap. Good luck selling it. I'm like, man, no, I'm not going to get ripped off, especially like that.
But no, what it was an original. It was the original Battlestar Galactica Viper, and the guy had. I don't know if the guy had did it or someone else did it, but they partially built the model and they built it really badly. And so me and Adam were both sending the guy messages saying, "Oh, I sent him a message saying, "I'll give you $5 Australian."
Yes, he does. He does. He does love the trees a little much, but you know what? I've got. He'd be terrified here because I mean I live in the middle of the woods, man. Like Vinny's got the book Through the Woods, man. Trust me, I take you 5 steps out that door, and we're in the middle of the 1.5 acres of woods, baby.
Nice. Oh,
and straight away he's going to start worrying about the squirrels. Yep.
That's right.
Who's worrying about what?
Giant squirrels.
Giant
squirrel.
Giant squirrels. Yeah.
Like nothing giant.
Who's worried about that crap?
Oh, it was earlier with the gray squirrel.
Him.
Yeah, I had a squirrel go loose in my apartment once.
To get for peanut butter.
Is it like the the Ray Stevens song almost?
No, apparently he had a squirrel come into his apartment and it was on crack and it just went nuts.
It went everywhere, and I'm not ashamed to say it. You know, it scared me.
I believe that if you live around the UCF campus, because those squirrels will flat out pick up a lit cigarette butt and smoke it.
Oh my god!
No, those squirrels are crazy. I mean, they've had enough with food. People give them cigarettes and they'll like puff on it and cough. It's just those squirrels.
When you talk about university, the University of
Central Florida.
Curtin University, I used to sit out there, and the crows would pick up milk bottles and drink the milk out of the milk.
What island is that where these macaques? Was it macaques? It was some monkeys will just sit there and drink cocktails, unattended cocktails that the tourists just kind of take their eyes off. They'll they'll just down them and then they'll get all drunk and everything.
Yeah,
I think
Did
that's
you see
Madagascar.
the video where
Madagascar.
Crow will walk into a store and then grab a bag of chips and walk right back down?
No, we had the same thing happen in Australia. A seagull walked into the store, grabbed a bag of chips, and walked out.
Damn, seagulls are straight up.
It's like that don't care, man. It's like, hey, man, it's here. I'm going to take it. Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Charge me? Good luck with that.
Seagull snatch your sandwich right out of your hand. You know,
There's always the New York pizza rat.
Oh yeah,
and of course, pull out the handcuffs, and the seagull's going to laugh at you. It's like they're not going to fit.
Get the thumb cuffs.
That's a nasty looking squirrel. It's ready to go. It's like, but it's exactly it's exactly what you said. It's like the seagull will pick up a cigarette and start smoking it.
I just typed it in. I was like, well, let's see what they pull up with. So I was like, well, this could be fun.
Imagine him with a.
But the fact is, you look at the sea, you look at his tail, and he's ready for action. Yeah. Well, you don't see that on the Marlboro ad.
No.
You don't see that every day.
No, if I was the CEO of one of these cigarette companies, I would have that.
No kidding.
On the pack.
But what
Mother Nature, squirrel cigarettes.
Well, obviously,
Nature approved.
Has it got a nutty aftertaste? Yeah.
Obviously, they don't do any cigarette ads nowadays. But in the old days, it's like, there's a cowboy. He's riding on a horse, and he's
a Marlboro man.
And now you've got a squirrel. It's like, I'll take up that challenge.
Yeah.
I'll take that mantle as a squirrel. Yes. Oh yeah.
Give me a horse and a cowboy hat. I'll be fine. Yeah.
Give me a squirrel and a cowboy hat. I'll be fine. That's right. No, wait, that's that other movie I'm thinking of. Oh.
Samurai Jack. That's the movie you're thinking of. Samurai Jack. You'll appreciate this. Like Little Miss was in here, and I've got this on film. I filmed it and shared it. It's hilarious. Samurai Jack was playing, and it's Frank's daughter, so she's just sitting there, and she started in here, and Little Miss wasn't going to be ours, and then what was it? Oh, Peabody. It was Little Miss Gracie. And all of a sudden, we got to keep Little Miss because the lady didn't want Little Miss anymore. He's like, yeah, fuck that Little Miss Gracie shit. So anyway, Little Miss hung out here, and now she's out there, but it's Frank's daughter. She would I took the phone and I put it in front of her, and she kept, she's like, no, move. She wanted to watch the cartoon. Like, every time I do this, and then you just see her little head going like, no, move that shit. I need to see what happens. So my dog did enjoy. It's in Los Angeles, Peabody. I just got a message.
But little Miss is so much like Frank, though. It's like she's so much Frank's daughter. And it's like, and she's like a bull. It's like she charges through everything. So
if that's coming through, if you're hearing that's Little Miss that's been talking, most of the times I've had to mute her, what's came through is her because she hears Peabody and she's saying, "You're still stuck in the speaker, dumbass."
I'll get you out. I'll get you out.
No, I've been stuck in the speaker for years, and they've all tried to work out how to get me the fuck out of the speaker.
Yeah.
But and when he lets them loose in the backyard, they start digging, trying to find me.
Yep. Oh yeah,
trying to dig down to Australia to get you out.
Yeah, it's like we've got to release this guy. He's been stuck in the speaker for so long.
Release the hounds.
One day you're going to be sitting there on camera. You're going to fall right out of the chair and go right into
Well, we were going to do a video where the dogs are digging, and then Peabody has dirt fall on his head because they're digging.
Then you got to fall up through the hole and land in your backyard, right?
Exactly. And then we'll put his head where he's coming through the hole. Just some silly stuff like that. Now, like Horny Alf and the Legion of Memers and stuff, I could possibly get them to do that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's literally, man. They could dig in the back.
They could dig in the backyard, and I could go on camera like this.
He pops his head up and he goes, "I think I'm crowning."
Yeah. So, what do Australians think of the cartoon Tasmania?
And just fall through the planet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Yeah, like you
got
remember
to ask him
Tasmania?
again. He had his headset off.
Oh, Mr. Peabody, what do Australians think of the cartoon show Tasmania? Yeah, where you had
never seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, where you had the Tasmanian Devil. And he had his own 30-minute cartoon show.
Oh, that's in Australia. It was called Taz.
Taz. Okay, I guess it was called Taz. Either one. It's a
good cartoon show. It's like it's funny, but it's like nothing to do with actually a Tasmanian devil. It's like if you know anything about Tasmanian devils, that's not. It seems like in Warner Brothers, they had the Tasmanian Devil. It's like, and no, they don't walk around like a fucking cyclone.
No, they're like a Wolverine the size of a rabbit almost.
No, they are vicious, but it's like they're only small. They're only they're only slightly larger than a cat. So they're not big animals. If you want something that's more like a bulldozer, then you want a wombat. A wombat will do you some fucking damage. But a Tasmanian devil, no.
Why do they call it a wombat? It looks nothing like a bat.
It looks nothing like a bat. But I tell you what, they are built like a brick shit house, and they can plow through anything. So yeah. So if you're up against a wombat or a Tasmanian devil, take the Tasmanian devil. They will run away. The wombat will plow through you. so like the wombat is basically think of like a bulldozer on 4 legs. That's a wombat.
Plow right over you. All womb, no bat, right?
So kind of like a Wolverine in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and the fact is, all of their body is muscle. All of their body is muscle. So it's like they might look like they're fat, but they're not fat. They're actually full of muscle. So yeah. So
do they scare off other animals to get the dead carcass?
They don't need to. All the other animals just leave. It's like
right.
Yeah, they don't need to scare anybody. It's like I'm coming through. That's basically what a wombat is. I'm coming through. You've got no choice. I'm just going through.
That's right. Mow right over you. All womb and no bat. That's it.
So do you think Warner Brothers should have done their research when creating this particular cartoon character?
Oh no, I understand why they did, because the Tasmanian devil is a very ferocious little animal, but it's a little animal. It'd be like turning a squirrel into some raving lunatic.
So it's not like a black-footed cat.
Well, it's not much larger than a cat, yeah.
No, like a black-footed cat looks exactly like a domestic short hair, except for it's got black feet, and it lives somewhere in like Africa, I think. And it jumps up and tears throats out of other animals.
Yeah, what I have to say is like even like a weasel. A weasel is quite a dangerous animal as well. But it's like a Tasmanian devil is almost similar to a wombat, but it's much smaller. And the main thing about the Tasmanian devil is the noise that it makes, because it growls and hisses at you and things like that. The wombat doesn't do that. The wombat doesn't make a sound. He just comes through and says, "Fuck off." It's like the wombat doesn't make a sound. He just comes through and says, "Yeah, I'm here now. Fuck off." But the Tasmanian devil, it makes a whole, like a cat. Like a cat hisses and carries on. The Tasmanian devil does the same thing. It makes these ghastly noises to scare off other things. But when you actually come across a Tasmanian devil, it's like, what, is that it? Is that it? But once again, they're basically in Tasmania, so yeah, I'd have to go to Tasmania in order to come across one of those. I'm not worried about one showing up in my backyard.
Right.
Whereas a wombat, he can just show up anywhere and say, "Yeah, by the way, I'm here."
By the way, you're by the way, you're out of luck. So this is going to be the most horrible thing. You're going to run in terror. Yeah, no, it's just a little mess.
Is she drunk?
He's following the phone around like you can't get me. You can't get me.
I can't walk straight because I've just had a couple of glasses of sherry, and
it's like a loaf of cookie dough.
Squirrel after they've eaten a fermented
get the fuck out of the way of the TV. I can't see the cartoon, you cunt.
Exactly.
Adam, I got a split, dude.
Yeah, brother. Thank you for
nice
jumping on, Stephen Walton. I really appreciate it, brother.
Dude, thank you for having me. Yeah, man, throw me a link anytime. If I can come on, I'll come on.
Like I said, man, in the chat, I will always send you a link. You're always welcome. We just hang out and have fun, buddy. So,
thank you, Peabody. It was nice meeting you, dude.
Take care, man.
Yo, you're funny, dude. You got what it takes, dude. Keep talking. Keep the energy out. You're funny. You got it. Yo, Lunatic, good to see you. Brutal. Hail, my brother, Brian. Take care of yourself. Guys, be good to each other.
Yeah,
big love from the tippity top of Mount Morningwood.
Morningwood. Oh, dang.
I love the way he said the tippity top. The tippity
top of Mount Morningwood.
And yet you're like, I don't know if I want to be a YouTuber, but dude, you come on panels and you're great. So we enjoy having you. Thank you.
I do like having fun, but I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing. It's like you said, like you either got to do what everybody else is doing, but better, or what nobody else is doing.
Yeah. I like the story that Peabody tells about his nephew when he sees his setup.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah.
You're a YouTuber. It's like that was over a year ago. It's like
as if you were like standing next to like one of the biggest movie stars ever, is how he looked at you in those eyes with, "Oh, you're a YouTuber." And we're like, yeah, but we don't.
It's really not hard to do. Really
all he did was he looked at my microphone, and that's what he said. Is he saw the microphone? He said, "You're a YouTuber." And I said, "Well, yeah, I sort of am, but not on a big scale." It's like, but he looked at the microphone and he said, "You're a YouTuber," and he pointed at me. It's like, "You're a YouTuber."
You're like, yes, I am.
Speaking of, I don't have none of that fancy stuff.
Well, me neither.
He could have turned around and said, "You're a smelly cunt," and he would have been right as well.
You're still not wrong. You know?
You're still not wrong. Yeah.
Well, I got to bow out too. I got to go move a playhouse now. So,
all right, brutal. Well, again, brother, thank you for coming on and playing with us, buddy.
I've had to do that in the past, but take care, man, and have a good day,
you, bud.
Yeah. Be good, fellas. Big love.
Oh yeah, take care, buddy.
I'll talk to you then.
Now you're asking too much. You're asking us to be good. It's like, come on.
Well, be good, but if you got to be bad, be good at it. You know,
be as good as you possibly can.
That's right. Pieces.
Peace. Oh, beautiful. See, I love it when a plan comes together, especially when there's never a plan.
No, that's just it. It's like we're just on here chatting. It's like we're not doing anything special. We're not bringing up any specific topics. It's like it was funny when the girl popped on and said, "What are you guys talking about?" Nothing. We're talking about nothing.
At that particular time, we were talking about squirrels.
I want to use it. It's like, and I should because it's a show about absolutely nothing. That's our show.
If I get the upgrade to StreamYards again, I'm gonna have some bumper music, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Show about nothing.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, that's you can put that on the next title. It's like, what's this show about? It's like just a bunch of guys waffling. We're just waffling on.
Well, I mean, I was pretty baked when I made the fucking title. So I mean, you wouldn't even have known until I just told you. But yeah, Wacky Wild Wednesday world of weed and wiener dog fun. I mean, why not? I was like, that'll kind of make it different.
Let's see how many wee words we can get put in the title.
You wascally wabbit. But you guys know, and I was so happy that Janet, knowing that, okay, sure, but she knew who some of us are and who we hang out with. So no, it was appreciated. I want people to come on and like Brutal come on and kind of just test it out, see what they think, and
I think I was on. I think I was on with her once. I believe on. I think it was one of Courtney's streams. I don't know if you know who Courtney is.
Yeah, it's Courtney.
Yeah. So there's that crossing paths. I cross paths with a lot of people.
Yeah, Brian. That's the beautiful thing, though, and I do the same thing. Even like with Seth in the men's room, he's like, "Well, Adam's the one that's all over YouTube. Like he knows everybody." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's why." It's the same thing. Like, even though I'm not really on the show with the guys anymore because I am on to other things, we're all still friends. Like, we didn't part ways due to anything negative. It was just like, look, I've kind of got this opportunity. And originally, the Friday show was going to be a Saturday show, not mine, but one of the liars. We were kind of talking about doing a Saturday show. So with the way everything worked out, though, it worked out great. I picked up the 2 p.m. spot. Vinny's got the 5:05, and then Tony's got the 8:05. So that's like our Friday nights just for that one group. But here, yeah, man, bringing people from all over that, again, maybe have talked in the chats, but never had the opportunity to have a one-on-one on here. I'm always happy doing that.
It's always good to have the crossover of people. And by the way, Adam, you're a YouTuber.
I guess so, Yep, I'm a YouTuber too. It's really hard. I just hit record and go. But I think the worst bit was when I was doing the workout videos because I was doing it from the phone. So like, even if you were right, I wouldn't have been able to see anything. But you got the link and Brent had the link. So I was like, well, that way if you start messaging, I can hit up. But I was about done when you messaged me on Discord. So it worked out.
That's a problem when you're on the phone because I know not to send you pictures because they're so fucking small on your phone. So I'll tell you later when you're on your computer. Open up this picture, but it's like but I like the crossover that we have with all these different people from around the world.
Yeah.
And it's always fun.
Oh yeah, big time, dude. That's the best part. We're all having fun.
But Brian missed out the other night when the other guy was talking about his nuts a lot. Brent was talking about nuts, and but everything out of his mouth came out wrong.
It did.
It sounded wrong every time he said something, and he would back up and say, oh, "I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that." But he was talking about nuts. But every time he did it, it was fucking hilarious. It's like
yeah.
The rest
Friday.
The rest of us were laughing, and he was saying, "I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said it that way." But he didn't mean anything. He didn't mean anything bad.
Guys, I gotta dip out. Supper is ready.
All right, man.
Thanks for having me on.
Great supper.
Hey,
brother.
You can't miss out on supper, man.
Nope.
Later, guys.
Especially when it comes up later. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I had these. There's one that we'll end on, but we're not ending. We don't got to end yet. Let's see. Well, we'll keep going for a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. That's all clicked. All right, let's newbie this. So yeah, there's that one. Okay, all right, and yeah.
Do some dumb shit? Hell yeah. Did you get us both in trouble? Hell yeah. Am I still helping you because you're my best friend? Yeah.
Yep. That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Did you do some dumb shit? Hell yeah. Did you get it?
Yeah.
I sort of wanted to see the girl with the exposed tummy.
Yeah.
it's like the chicken's coming in like, it's like a kamikaze, and the dog just goes boom.
Yep. Again, man, this is just some of the crap I've found that's kind of made me laugh, and I don't even remember.
Oh, I'm sorry. I figured there was a burglar at the door, and you tell me shut the frick up. I'm gonna let the burglar get you next time. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But again, man, it's just you just never know what you're gonna find.
I'm gonna let the burglar get you next time.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I figured there was a burglar at the door, and you tell me shut the frick up. I'm gonna let the burglar get you next time.
It's even funny when there's two of them.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, dude. I mean, again, it's just the good stuff on our Facebook reels, and I think this was one.
What's the dog with the underwear on his head?
This one here was, I think, a DL opener, but hell, let's play and find out together.
It's a damn fact we at a disadvantage because we got a dick.
Yep.
And a dick is a dumb fucking thing. A dick's got a head with no brains, got an eye that won't see.
Yep.
Hangs around with two nuts, lives around the corner from an asshole, and his best friend's a cunt. And you tell me we ain't got problems.
See? DL opener. See? Perfect. Yeah, man. Again, I'll find stuff and I'll have fun with it and share it with you guys. And, you just never know what kind of craziness you're going to see.
Oh, scroll back up. We got some links there.
What would you like to do on our first date?
I've been really trying, baby.
What would you like to do?
Nah, but it gets spoiled because I'm pretty sure that's Amy Schumer.
It was.
It was, but it still was just funny because it's like, well,
back
it's a
in the
girl that
day,
was
she
making
used to be pretty damn funny until she decided to get
Expert
all
marriage tip.
Yep.
If your wife is ever chasing you with a frying pan, just throw a pound of hamburger at her. Her homemaker instincts will take over, and she'll fix you a hamburger.
Oh yeah, that guy has got so many
Expert
of them
marriage
that
tip.
it's funny. Like that's all he does. He does the little, and I'm like, okay, so I'll save them because they're funny.
This message is for people who don't feed the dogs blueberries. If you do feed the blueberries, you can scroll or you can actually watch. Blueberries is wicked good at fighting the cancer, and they're full of what the word is?
Antioxidants.
Antioxidants. I think I don't know. They just burn apart the oxidants. Either way, you feed them the blueberries.
Yep.
And then they'll shit all over the place.
And then they've got
This message
blue shit.
And here's a song we call Mommy and Daddy's Room, and we think it's one you can all relate to. When everybody's gone to sleep and you've said goodnight moon, there's plenty of noise still coming from Mommy and Daddy's room. Oh, Daddy says please, Mommy says no. Daddy says come on, Mommy says well. Daddy goes Mommy goes ow. Daddy says I'm done, Mommy goes wow. Daddy rolls over and falls asleep. Mommy.
So
here's a song we call Mommy and Daddy.
You wanted to see it. Like you're like, oh look, the girl up, go up, go. I'm like, all right, but you know,
I said there's some legs. There's some legs.
Yeah. But that's just
on average.
That's just to trick you into clicking on it, right? Like that's the whole point. That's why I do this because it's so much fun.
Yes, on average, the vagina is 3 to 4 inches deep.
Now, I would have played that with our guest that did make it because she would have found it funny. So, and any of the ladies normally that are with us. But yeah, man, see, again, it's just fun. We're just having the fun like we always do. That's what we got to do. Somebody's got to do it.
It's 3 to 4 inches deep. We're halfway there.
Halfway there. Come on, dude. I mean, the people that take the time to make this silly shit, yeah, I don't mind sharing it. And this is my way of the bumpers and the things that other people do. And, you know, there are people that do put a lot of time in their channels, and I appreciate that, but I'm too fucking lazy, and I'm not going to go that way. I like doing this and just being surprising and never knowing exactly what we're going to do or talk about. I think that's what makes it the most fun. We just don't know. So,
yeah, well, the sun must have gone down over that side of the planet because it's coming up here.
Well, no, I still got plenty of sunlight right here for now.
Well, you must be in Western Australia.
No,
right. But I mean, it's as simple as, let me see, StreamYards. There we go. Click. I'm just gonna do it the easy way. There we go.
You can have it the easy way, or you can have it the hard.
Gonna do it the easy way.
Let I have something to tell you. Happy belated birthday, Fisk! Life is about forgiving and forgetting. I forgot your birthday. And you could forgive me. How perfect! I know you had lots of birthday wishes on your special day. But who is thinking about you today? Me, that's who. Now blow the belated candles, you beast! So your birthday already passed, huh? Well, I have something to tell you.
Cancer
Happy
dicks.
belated birthday, bitch! Life is about forgiving and...
No, but that to me sounds perfect for a cat. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. All right. I love this one. This is because we're so
I saw that
old.
one yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
What movie is that from?
Help him! He can't swim!
I mean, learn. Everybody should swim.
Damn right.
Just reach out in front of you and grab a handful of water. Pull it back towards you. Not too
Those
fast.
legs.
That's the way I learned.
I did it, Emeraldo! I did it!
Good.
You didn't do shit.
Get back!
Swim.
Well, he might drown.
Well, then you go get it.
Well, I can't swim either.
She's going in the water. She's going in the water.
Just gonna have to catch her first.
Yep, exactly. But again, like I said, man, I just never know what I'm gonna find when I'm scrolling through there, and that was one of them, you know. Or
Aussie, I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
yeah, man. So you know, We have to,
When
though, you know.
But when he says stogie, he means a cigar. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, but you know, again, it was just that whole, just the point. It's old stuff that we've seen, and you know, again, if you know Ralphie May, yeah, this was one of the best ones. We might, well, no, we won't end with this one because I do have a special ending for us, but.
No, you cannot have a cookie. We're just about to eat dinner. Wait till you go to your grandparents this weekend and get a little taste of what life was like for me.
Pop, can we have a cookie?
Oh, absolutely. Here you go.
Before dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know it, man. Exactly. So, yeah. Can we oh, yeah, sure. No problem. But yeah, Ralphie, I got to see him live. That was a whole lot of fun. And yeah, you know, on occasion we've got the cat lovers here with us, so I make sure that we've got some good ones. This one will be a good one for you there, Mr. P. I know you didn't see this one.
Of something, let it go. If it doesn't return, hunt it down and kill it. If you love something,
if it doesn't return,
let it go.
Hunt it down.
Yep, and kill it. Yeah, I mean, again, like, and that I put that. It was Vinny's birthday the other day, and I threw that on there. I was just like, you know what, this is funny, and some people wouldn't get it, but like we'd been recently talking about Horror Hound and Halloween, and just the good, like he got it, so it was a lot of fun. And again, it doesn't matter if you're a big YouTuber or a little YouTuber. You know, we play with everybody and we have fun. So
yeah.
You know, that's the whole point of it. I don't know what else to say other than that, because that's just what we've always done.
Yeah, but I think what Deranged said before was like, it was funny because he saw the reaction, and all it was my microphone, and he said, "You're a YouTuber."
Yeah. That shit was hilarious. Like that's like this here. This is what men need to know for sure, though. Like for real.
Relationship advice for you. If your wife or girlfriend loses 5 pounds over 2 or 3 weeks of hard diet and exercise, you congratulate them and be very happy for them. If you lose 5 pounds over 2 or 3 days, you keep that shit to yourself. Well, here's some unsolicited relationship advice for you.
No, it's like exactly right. It's like when I was with Terry, she was always crying and carrying on. It's like my weight. I said your weight doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, do something about it. But it's like but the problem she had was my weight stayed constant, and so when she put on weight, she'd look at me and instantly judge herself against me. It's like you can't judge yourself against another person. You just can't.
No. Yeah, that doesn't work, man.
And she'd cry and fucking bitch about it. It's like, well, if you've got a problem, you work on it.
Do something about it.
Yeah, exactly. You work on it. Don't bring your problem to me because I don't have a problem. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You know,
it's not. I don't have a problem with my weight. It's like I don't have a problem with your weight. So it's like you know, it's like, do I find you attractive? Yes. Do I want to have sex with you? Yes. It's like, so you know, what's your problem?
You wanted to give her some vitamin D.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
I gave her vitamin D quite often. Yeah.
No good for you, you braggadocious son of a bitch.
So DL, I think you want a bulldog.
Oh, I do, huh?
Yeah, you ready?
I love the song they put.
Yeah. That wasn't too bad.
This message is for people who don't feed the dogs blueberries.
We feed you the blueberries.
The blueberries.
Blueberries.
Blueberry. Oh, hello.
Oh, fuck's sake. The Queen's dead again.
Again?
Again, yeah.
Might just be a fucking dude.
Solemn march through the streets of
No,
London.
that's all it is. It's just that, but it's about the view, not the woman. But yes, there you go.
Yeah. Solemn march through the streets of London. You do realize they buried her fucking before. It's like,
when did they bury her ass?
Actually, I don't think they have buried her yet, but they certainly they had the hearse that had her coffin in it, and they drove that all the way through London and fucking Scotland and everywhere.
Yeah. Damn.
There you go, Deranged. Those are nipples. They're painted nipples, but they're nipples.
Yeah, that they are.
It reminds you of your childhood, yeah?
Yeah, right.
No, Mom didn't have those like that. Now, when they were going on about Princess Diana, they were going on and on and on. I said, I wish they hurry up and plant that bitch. I'm getting tired of hearing about her.
That's just the thing. It's like, it's like, Mars weren't perky like that.
No.
Right.
Well, after 10 kids, Moms were, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
They look more like drapes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's like, I'm not. It's like, because cats do that. They knock it off.
I tell you, cats, they got some shitty attitudes too.
And then he pulls up a stuffed animal. He kicks the shit out of the stuffed animal, and the cat says, "I better knock this off," and he pushes it back close.
That's all right. Wait till you see this one. This one, you're gonna lose your shit. Best part of the movie right there was never filmed.
Best part of the waking up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it was purple. Yeah.
What the?
Brody.
Puppies.
Brody, be careful. Brody.
You're gonna stomp on them. In.
Yeah, big fluffy puppy.
Brody.
But it's not the dog's fault. The fact is, as soon as the dog steps out there, all the puppies rush to the dog.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's not stepping on him at all.
Yeah.
So
Be
yeah.
careful.
Exactly. The dog knows what it's doing. And then I think I might play this one. We'll do it anyway just because it's fun. Maybe. It's going to Enneagram. Oh no, not the Enneagram. Yep. Pause. Where's the volume?
Yeah.
I hate when they do this shit. Like, I don't pause.
Adulting is a super shitty motherfucking bitch. Why can't we keep doing the shit we did when we were kids? There were no bills, we fucking chilled and didn't give a fuck. Now every day my body aches when I fucking wake up. Who the fuck decided that adulting is the way? Why the fuck can't we take naps all motherfucking day? So if you are a young person, I'm here to fucking tell you, being grown up is not the fucking fairy tale they sell you.
This is true.
Any truer than that.
That's true, yeah.
Yep. So I mean,
and especially as you get as an older adult, it's like everything starts to fucking fail.
Starts to fail and needs to be replaced. And
what's up, Frankie Knows? Yes, hello.
What does Frankie know?
Well, I missed Frankie at 6:18, so about 10 minutes. 11 minutes ago because I was doing the videos. So this would be he is part of the group with Vinnie Tartamello that did Into the Woods book that I've started. I'm very much enjoying the hard book. The hardcover he did, and it was one of the projects I had been very interested in. So I did. I started reading it, and I did message him earlier. Vinny anyway, let him know I'd started it, and I was really enjoying what I'd gotten to. But yeah, you get Vinny and Frankie both signed the book, which is awesome.
Cool.
Because it's both their books. So yeah, but yeah, so if you're still here, I did start it, and I loved it. I got to the part to the 1900s, and I stopped because I can only read so much due to my eyes. But yeah, literally, I'd gotten to the part where we're at like the flashback, and I was like, "This is awesome, man!" I've just been loving the story. And again, I haven't gotten that far into it, and for me, it's one of those things like when I get to actually read something and I get to enjoy it, and I literally just dive into it, and when my eyes allow me to enjoy the book, that's what I do. But yeah, man, I've been loving what little bit I've got to read out of this, and yeah, it's good. It's a good one. I can't wait to see where it goes, and I've got the rest of his books that I get to read after that. So I did take a picture. It's on the Twitter where the Joker was holding all Vinny's work for his birthday and sent it out there to him. But yeah, but no, I was enjoying that. And again, this is the only thing I can think of. This is what us as a group can do. Smaller YouTubers unite, and this is all you do. You put what you can out there, and you have fun with your friends. So that's what we do. And yeah, see where it goes. Because the three of us that are still sitting here, we didn't know that we were going to be, pretty much having it kick off the way it did, and thank God DL was able to be a part of this, and Mr. Peabody and Brent when he's able to make it, and Chef and everybody else, and again, having an unknown cast of people to show up and have on. Mm-hmm. It's been a lot of fun, just sending it out and letting everybody know, hey, if you can make it, great. If you can't, no problems, all's welcome. And, yeah, again, was happy Janet came on. That was really cool, and the fact that Walton, Stephen Walton was also here, and Brutal was able to come back on because poor Brutal, he came on last time and we got kicked off. So
I just have to ask DL, it's like, where's Raquel? Is she still asleep?
I don't know. It's not my day to watch her.
It's not your day.
Not your day. Yeah, and like I said, Chef messaged me earlier. She said she was good to go, but I didn't hear back from her, which is fine. Again, everybody's got the link. It's in the chat, so yeah.
I love it the way Deranged said it's like it's not my day to watch her. It's like were we supposed to watch her? It's like no one told us we were supposed to watch her. Yeah,
no, I mean she messaged me yesterday. Everything was cool, more or less. I don't know, a little bit lost in translation, I guess, or maybe she was sleepy. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, it was all taken care of. But yeah, I'm glad Brian jumped on. Again, that was the whole point. We just kind of run for a bit. We'll probably wrap up here because we've been going for over 2 hours. And I did the workout prior, but
what would have been funny is like the other day when Brett was on, if Brian had been here and Brett was talking about nuts.
I sent him the link too if he was able to make it, but we didn't hear from him, which is fine. It happens, But again, I don't know. I've had a lot of fun, as we do every time we do this. Again, we do this all the time. We just usually aren't recording it. I could start recording it from my phone and doing it, but I don't know. We just generally have fun.
And we've been going for a while because at the moment it's 6:30 in the morning.
We started at 4:20. Yeah, we've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I mean, 2:16, 17, 18, 2:13. Yeah, so I mean, it's been a lot of fun. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this video. It is not meant at anybody. This is just to say that if you need help, that there are those of us out there that will help, and there are places that you can call to get said help. And we really just hope that if you are needing help, you get the help that you need. But I'm going to share this because I feel it's a good video to go out on because we've had an excellent stream. I want to thank everybody for coming and playing with us hard, and catch us next week.
If you are having suicidal thoughts, please listen. The epic story of tomorrow cannot be written if it ends today. There is no shame in having to fight every day, and because you are still alive to hear these words, then you are winning the war. You might not win every battle, and there will be some really tough days, but please, keep fighting. Remember, just when the caterpillar thought the world was going to end, it became a butterfly. The moment you are ready to quit is usually the moment right before a miracle happens. And tomorrow gives us another opportunity to learn and grow more. So I will be right here with you as we wait for tomorrow. I love you and I will commit myself to being your friend forever.